Hello, dorks. Hello, hello. Welcome in. It's Unchatter. It's time for Dwarf Fortress. It's a Monday. Holy cow, is it a Monday? How are you? Hello, Orion. Hello, Barely Creative. I see you down there. Yeah, hi, dorks. Just watched a live stream of Artemis 2 passing the moon. I was also just watching that. I was just watching the live stream as well. It's cool, isn't it? It's an exciting day to be interested in space stuff, I guess. Hello, JM. How's it going? Here and indeed watching the NASA stuff. Yeah, excellent. I'm glad we're all on the same page. I think it's still going. I don't know if they're in there. There's going to be like a period of time where they're like behind the moon, so there's no communications, right? There's going to be blackout for some number of minutes, like like a half an hour or something like that. I don't know if that's if we're before or after or during that right now, but I was watching a couple hours ago, and they're doing their observations, right? They're within some proximity of the moon where they can like physically look at the moon, and like they're looking at features that have not really been noted before, not or like it's I don't know, it's new stuff. The other side of the moon. You'd think we'd have the whole thing mapped out at this point, but it appears not. It appears that they're not quite in it yet. Okay, gotcha. So that'll probably happen while we are streaming. There's going to be humans transiting the far side of the moon in the midst of this stream. That's kind of exciting. So yeah, it's a Monday. I will admit that I am in a fair deal of physical pain right now. I'm going to do my best to just kind of power through it. It's fine if I'm not really moving. Like getting up and going to bed would make it worse. So I'm just going to be here. I'm just going to deal with it. The repercussions of my own actions, so whatever. We're gonna hop back into adventure mode. We started adventure mode last stream, and we're going to continue our adventure with Mosier, the polar bear man, and our adamantine armor, and our divine metal axe, and our legendary fighting skill. And we're gonna make our way toward the goblin capital, the last remaining goblin capital in our world. And we're gonna see what we can do there. That's kind of the goal for today. Maybe a little bit of sightseeing. Generally speaking, we're gonna go kill some goblins. We were noticing that like we fought some kobolds, right? That was interesting. I don't know if it was a group of bandits or more like alliance and civilization things are being weird. It might have just been a group of bandits because it was about that size. It was just a handful of kobolds and a dragon, and they were like, we're ambushing you. And we're like, okay. And then we just hit them all in the head with an axe, and then one of them ran away. So we might still get things like that. But yeah, that's kind of the long and short of it. We're just going to do the thing. Today's episode is brought to you by a castle. Let's crash it. And by viewers like you, clicking on all the buttons down there, hanging out with us live, hanging out in VODs, hanging out in Discord, wherever you want to hang out. Just close the gates and lock yourself in. That's where I'm at today. So I hope you are settled in. I'm gonna move this over here. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna press that. Here we are. Moving vicariously through polar bear man. It's true. That's me. So here we are. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and stand. I'm also, oh yeah, we slept, right? We are a living creature this time. Mosier Gravel, the eternal gleam of convents. That's pretty sweet. I think we've gained a title at some point. Brain just went out the window. Gotta eat, gotta sleep. Yeah, we have flesh needs, as my body reminds me of my flesh needs. We are a lot of our previous characters have been dead, and this one isn't, so that imposes some extra challenges, right? We are just here on the north side of the Elven Forest, so our Glacier Fortress is way down here. These are our hamlets associated with our fortress, and then this up here is all Elven forest retreats and sites that have been occupied by goblins. Yeah. Goblin Forest Retreat is just to our south. So maybe we go check that out. Maybe we beat up some goblins in the Elven forests. Also, this forest retreat is called Shower Skunk. Take that for what for you will. What? Yeah, take that as you will. Let's see if we can get a little closer down here, so you can see all the blue dots. I think those are all refugees. I think those are all the elves that have been kicked out. And there's all these towers. The outer towers haven't seemed to have much activity in times past that we've checked them out. So I'm gonna kind of just come here into the middle. Hey, look, some goblins. Goblin clerk, tall goblin, goblin woodburner, goblin surgeon. So not like combatants. A goblin bard. Hello. Let's say hi. Great listener. Greetings, my name is Moser. Hello, Polar Bear Man. I am Nako Dreadful Masters. Oh, okay. These might just be... Are these just friendly goblins? Is this an attack? That's alarming. Okay, so they're reacting to my weapon. I'm gonna put my weapon away. Hello, I am Alngo. Cool guy? Cool guy. Why are you traveling? Returning to my home in Tearhated. Okay, so they are from the Goblin capital. They are from the place that we are going ultimately, which means they aren't really friends. They're just also not attacking us, which is interesting. I don't really know what makes it work that way. Hello, I'm Asno. Returning to my home. Interesting. Do we just... I mean, they're unarmed and not hostile to us, so it'd be a little mean to just beat them up, but we could just beat them up. Oh, there's cactuses here. There's saguaro here. That's cool. I don't know that I've seen that before. Some random named skeleton. That's interesting. Don't know who that's supposed to be. Maybe let's pop over here to this tower. I wonder if there's anyone in the tower, or I'm just gonna like drop out of fast travel in the tower. That's cool. Does this go down at all? I don't think they dig pits underneath the sites they occupy. There's another blue dot here. This is where we just were. Interesting, interesting. Don't know what to make of that. I guess it's the trees that there are the elves' actual buildings, right? These giant trees that they make are their only actual structures. Whatever you want to call that. Yeah, tree house. I don't know if any of them are called anything but tree house. They're like a capital tree? Civic tree? Not really. Yeah, like this gigantic tree. Bearded shadows the distinction of shins. Yeah, and it's huge. It's huge. But no one's here. Okay. I'm gonna take out these goblins, I guess. I don't know if that's gonna actually make an impact on our world, but these are associated with the bad guys, right? Oh, hey, look, a trash mac raid. Head. And then, oh, I need to like actually take out my weapon. Oh, I need to like figure that out. Welcome in, Trash Mac. Hello, hello. How's it going? We're adventuring today. Here we go. They were fine, were they? I don't know. They are our enemies, they're just not attacking us. Hello, Raiders. We are adventuring as Mosier, our amazing, amazing polar bear man. We have been training him in fort mode for a good number of years. He has adamantine armor. He has a divine metal axe. And it is so good. I guess I want to... I keep taking out my other axe. I want to remove that. And then I want to stow it. No, I don't want to throw it. How are you? Trash Mac and everyone else. Were you dwarfing? Also, I'm going to be very distracted today for unrelated reasons. We have a shield. I don't know that we even need it. We also like put more things in our hands than we can carry. I don't quite know how that works. It don't matter. I'm going to combat the goblin in the head with a hack, and that's going to kill the goblin. Tried and failed to throw vampire into volcano. Other dwarfs fell instead. Oh, excellent. That sounds like fun. How did the vampire thwart your efforts? That's interesting. Unrelated, had my first proper stream. It didn't get much attention, although it was a modding stream and at least one creature made. Excellent. Starting out with streaming is an uphill battle, but you stick with it and things happen eventually. That's my advice. Must raid and lurk. Okay, to eat and take a break. Excellent. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for dropping everyone off. We are just starting here, so we're gonna be here for a minute. Yeah. Tried and until he didn't. I just can't build. Gotcha. Yeah. that is how it goes sometimes. I'm gonna kill some goblins. Oh, they're shocked. They're not gonna do anything, but they're shocked. Been finding that just a hack to the head has been quite effective. Or you're talking. Now they're in lethal combat with me. Okay, so they did eventually figure it out. I don't really care what you have to say. So there you go. Hack. There we go. Okay. We dealt with some goblins. Was that everyone that was here? I don't see anyone else here. Yeah, that's all the blue dots. I do see a red shield over here. I'm curious. But see, I'm also curious if this is, if it's gonna be goblins or it's gonna be like random kobolds that want to attack us. I guess I'm just gonna save. I'm gonna be cautious about saving. Adventure mode can do some weird stuff to us sometimes. So I try not to just save scum for unintended things happening, but sometimes things seem to like break in ways that don't make sense. So I revert those sometimes. Like I don't know why kobolds would attack us, but it's already happened once. But let's check them out. We're on our way to the goblin capital. There are 3 total goblin capitals in our world, and 2 of them have been taken over. One has been destroyed by humans. The other's been occupied by us, and then we're on our way to the 3rd one right now. So we're kind of trying to make our world a little safer for our people, right? Okay. Of course, I'm hungry and thirsty again. I don't immediately see anyone. I smell Kia. I'm gonna eat some of our wolf meat. Gonna drink some water. No, not throw water. Drink. Okay, cool. More dorks? More dorks! Excellent. I love it. Oh, and then I'm all like stuck over here. Hurry, more dorks. There's a customization link. I don't know if that showed up. Here, I'll just... In case you don't have it, there's how you change all your stuff. I also really wish that I remembered how to... Oh, there we go. It's capital K is track. Okay. Oh, and there's even a toggle here. Okay. Good to know. Oh, just walking through the water. That's fine. That's not terrifying. It's my track. Okay. I don't know who's... If there's anyone around here. If it's not obvious, then whatever. Yeah, interesting. Okay. They don't seem to be interested in us. Yeah, all these elven sites seem to have been taken over by the goblins. But we're gonna head over here. We are headed toward... Steel Stank, that's pretty good. Tearhated, right here. So it looks like stuff has been happening. I guess let's start, like, on the south side and work our way up. So I know there's a bunch of goblin pits kind of along that river valley. Like down here. We're not gonna check out every goblin pit because that's a total pain in the butt. But maybe up here. Oh, wolves. Okay, we can kill some more wolves. Of course, I need to eat and drink again every single time. I'm just gonna eat my food while I wait for the wolves to charge. Let them get closer to me and eat some food. Okay. I'm going to combat the wolf, strike in the head with... Or I want... Both the axes are in my hand. I want this axe in particular. And then stand up. And then I'm going to put my weapons away. I want to... Do I have... I don't know why the one shows up twice in my list. Whatever. I'm going to take out the good axe, though the other axe is good. I kept it because we named it. But the divine metal one is almost certainly better than just a steel axe. Yeah, I don't... Why does it show up twice? I'm going to ignore that. Combat, strike, head, hack. Done. Combat, strike, head, hack. Oh, that one tried to hit me. And there you go. That's 4 dead wolves. Nothing's been able to really attack us yet. Well, Frail Wolf misses us. We've been in a little bit of combat so far, nothing too scary, but nothing's been able to actually, like, hit us so far. That wasn't even this, whatever it is. Are there any tracks? There are no tracks. Interesting. Yup. Oh, here we go. Hey, look, a goblin. Little goblin site. This has got to be it, right? New conversation. Hello. Hello, I'm Odad. Okay. Why are you traveling? Did you just fire at me? You fired at me, okay. Has the tide turned? Ah, no! I'm on an important mission. Okay. Well, you just fired a bolt at me and became lethal, so... No, I'm not gonna feel bad. Hello, Anthric. How's it going? I'm gonna strike this goblin in the head with my axe, and that's gonna work. Cool. Yeah. Job done. Just the one goblin? Just one goblin on his own out in the middle of nowhere on an important mission is greeted by a polar bear man, opens fire, dies. I hope that was part of your mission. Yeah, capital's way over there. See, what's going on down here? We have Dark Goblin Pits. There's a monastery, Flood Scorpion. That's a good monastery name. Demon Quake. The Dark Goblin Pits of Demon Quake? Hell yeah. And Ashen Cruel. Ghoul Cacti. These are all good. Clash Wicked, Dreadful Washes. Devil Brand. None of that generic devil. Steel Stank. Burden Wraiths. And Tearhated, which is the capital. And Maligned Planed. Wow. The things seem to be active on the south side here. I'm tempted to go down and see if there's like active attacks going on down here. Because I think some of these are like... Some of them have got to be, like the monastery at least, right? But these are all goblin pits, and then this is... oh, there's a kobold fortress over there. And then there's some elven forest retreats. Yeah. Interesting. Oh, you're following me? Okay. What's up? Oh, was it birds? Wait, see, I don't know. Or no, there is a goblin there. Okay. Hello, Goblin Bowman. Oh, you're already hostile? Or it says ask for a cease to hostilities. Oh, it's a track. I see. How about you not be hostile? Never? Okay. Good enough for me. But you're gonna run? Okay. Arrow misses us. Is that a weapon? What's going on? You can't say that after shooting at me. I asked you to not shoot at me, and then you shot at me, and you're like, what's happening? Whatever. Oh, we need water. We need to remember about water. Oh, I didn't butcher all those wolves. We do have a nice stack of wolf meat on us. But I do need to keep up on that. Yeah, we're already thirsty again. And the sun is out down. The full moon is in the eastern sky. So I'm gonna see if I can find this river here. Oh, it's frozen. Oh no. Oh no, can I start a fire? I didn't even think of that. Well, I can eat. Maybe we just need to go north for the sake of having access to water. I mean, let's sleep until morning. Maybe it'll melt in the morning. I don't think it works that way. I don't think it works that way. Okay. I'm gonna follow this river north and hope that we find some liquid water. And see what that a blue dot just turned into a shield. The full moon is directly above. Is it? What am I not? Oh, I hear a goblin. Oh, up here. What was being said there? Intruder, I must withdraw. Okay, so you're running off. I just showed up and you're running off. That's probably a smart move, honestly. Okay. Can I rest? Sure. Let's kick a goblin out of their camp. Oh, now it's like it is raining, sky is gray, sun is rising behind the clouds, and it is cold. Oh. The kiwi is rooting around. And there's clearly activity over here. Can see goblin eyes in the darkness. I don't know if we ever really examined that before. But you can, like, when goblins are out of your visual range, you can see their glowing eyes. It's kind of incredible. Come back. Where are you? Yeah, right there. They're running off. They don't want to answer our questions. Oh, here's some water. Yeah, okay. You can run off. I'm just gonna refill my water skin real quick. Fill water skin. Stagnant water, of course. I am gonna drink. No, that's disgusting. Uh-oh. I can't fill my water. I'm gonna throw the stagnant water at the goblin. I don't know how else to empty it. Okay. I can at least eat. I'm gonna keep my appetite taken care of. Yeah, we need a river. And now they're gonna follow me? Excuse me. Make up your mind. There they go. Now these are actually armed. Goblin pikeman, crossbowman, lasher. And hey, there's several. Okay. You are lethal. Okay. They don't like us. These ones are actually attacking us. So we can defend ourselves. Hack. Combat. Head. Hack. Combat. Head. Hack. Wow. Wow. Hello, Jexwing. How's it going? This is how it's going. This is how we're doing. Yeah, they haven't even... They didn't even get, like, they didn't even miss, right? They just died. They didn't even get a chance to attack. They're here sitting in lethal posturing with me and not attacking. It says talking. I wonder if we're just that fast. We might just be that fast. Okay, we're just gonna circle around the outside here. I think... Let's see if we can get some water here. Everyone seems very vulnerable to axe to the head. It seems to be a critical weakness. Oh, look at the water animation. That's fun. Okay, I'm gonna drink some water. I wish I had more than one water skin. That would have been the smart thing to do. But yeah, whoever designed these goblins didn't really think about a massive creature just hitting him in the head with an axe. Seems like an oversight. Well, the portrait of the character, this is, I love the polar bear people. The portrait is amazing. Mosier has been defending our fortress for quite a while. So in case you're curious, I don't even know what level some of these skills are because it's over 100. Over 100 legendary fighter. And axeman, and observer, and shield user. Just unhinged. This character is unhinged. There's supposed to be someone nearby. Quite the trapezius muscles, yes. Oops, all trapezius. See, now you're following me? Like where are you? Freshest track to the east. I see. The vegetation is broken. Signs lead east. That's cool. I like that it tells me that. Here you are. Hey, look, some goblins. And they want to fight. Head hack. Oh! Tried to dodge. Recruit misses. You hack. Yep, okay. It didn't work. Whatever you were trying did not work. Oh, that time the neck. It's almost, see, when you hit the neck, you just lodge it in the wound. It doesn't seem to decapitate them as efficiently. I think hitting them directly in the head is the most effective way to get like a one-hit kill in this situation. Attacking with heavy bite, aiming for left hand. How about I hack you in the head? Yep. Where'd you even go? You ended up there. Interesting. Hack. Oh my god, this is silly. This is a silly video game. I don't know if anyone's noticed. I almost wish I could like save a specific attack as like a macro, or like a default attack. Like I know you can do the attack option instead of combat and just let the character kind of decide. But I wish I could set a specific attack, like target and attack style as a default, and just say go for the head every time. Look at all these pits. Look at all these pits. Holy cow. Hey, there's some more. Okay, we're getting into the thick of it. I put on a well-crafted item. I am not contented. And now they're all complaining about the rain in unison. It is raining right now. And they do want to attack me. Okay. Whoops, not the Windows button. Just all complaining about the rain. Let me tell you about the rain. Okay, we killed one. They miss, and then they miss. Is this an attack? There we go. And then they miss. Hack in the head. And they miss. Truly horrifying. Truly, truly horrifying. I mean, I guess this would be terrifying to actually see. Bolt misses us. Cool. The head is cloven asunder. We aren't really decapitating anyone, or just splitting their heads open. Yeah. Yeah. You hack in the head from behind with your axe, and the injured part is cloven asunder. Artery's been opened, a tendon in the skull has been torn, and then they die. That has been happening with every single one of these. We jump away from the bolt. I like your crown. Let me split it in two. We can share it. There you go. Yeah, they still haven't actually hit us. I wonder if our like, we are sprinting, right? We're going as fast as we can through all of this. But the fact that they just don't even get a turn, it's kind of amazing. And now you're gonna run. Now you're running. It's too bad we don't have too bad we don't have a ranged option. Let's see if we can chase down this goblin. No, that goblin is fast. They are fast when they're running for their lives. Yep, okay, bye. I'm gonna go ahead and drop another save just because we've done a couple things. Currently waiting for Onion Train to move Yinglet tails a few pixels down so I can check whether they blend with the body and appearance. Oh, that's fair. For your dork, is that what's going on? For Ying Fortress, that's fair. I don't think I know what that is. Oh yeah, is this your modded stuff? Ugh. Also, don't mind me if I like grunt in pain. It's just because I'm in pain. Okay. See that? So that's that one goblin who's gonna run away from us. That is fine. You can run, and then you're what? You're just gonna try and follow us again? Okay. It was raining on me. Yeah, it's gonna keep happening. Combat imminent, striking with right hand punch, aiming for left upper arm. Strike, head, hack, dead. Okay, I'm just gonna get you real quick while I'm over here. I need to do more with mod stuff. This is like the first world that I've ever really modded, and we went pretty light with it. Come back, goblins. While they're getting smarter, they are running. We're like the same speed. I'm not gonna catch you. Oh, I'm getting closer. Come on. Come on. Come on. Can you imagine being chased down at a full sprint by this guy? That sounds terrifying. Fully terrifying. Okay, so then I think it's one of these two that's the actual capital. And we're just gonna go, let's just go to the capital. There's gonna be goblins everywhere, and there's a bunch of refugees out here. No, this must be the capital. Interesting. So do they still control it, right? It does say Dark Goblin Fortress. I'm curious what's going on over there. There's a big shield over there. Yeah, it's gotta be this. Okay, and we're just gonna follow the river in, because running out of water in the middle of Dark Goblin Pits is a very bad thing. Ask me how I know. Yeah, because we need to drink right now. And eat our wolf meat. I think we're just gonna head north. I think, and see what we can find. We can just follow this river. Rivers seem to be more straightforward to follow in the Goblin Pits as well. Like, you don't have to deal with all the trenches as much when you're just following the river. Whoops. It's interesting that we can just walk into the water. Worried that I'll do that by accident and it'll be a bad thing. And also the sun is setting. That's kind of concerning as well. Oh well, because I don't think we can sleep until we leave. So that might actually be a concern. Because we're not... I mean, we're already drowsy and tired. If I try to sleep, yeah, I can't sleep. We should sleep before we do this. We shouldn't start the Goblin Capital while tired. That's my decision. That's gonna be me being smart. It's not that far anyway. That was the other benefit of being a zombie, is they don't They don't need to sleep and they don't really get tired. Okay. I'm still in the site? I'm not in the site. You're lying to me. Okay. I'm gonna sleep until dawn. I'm curious about all these blue dots. I wish we got a little bit more information about it all on the map. So I'm gonna drink. I'm gonna eat. Still hungry and thirsty. That's concerning. Let's go ahead and like wait an hour. So I also don't want to make myself sick. We did that early on. We retched for days. So there's the water, there's the food. Okay. I think we're good now, and I'm gonna refill my water skin, of course. We're like up above it. I also wonder, like, will I get tired slower if I walk? Our visual stealth is awful. Fancy that. We are not a stealthy character. Just fill the water skin. There we go. Okay, so now we're gonna do it. Now we do the thing. Like if a character were to walk a certain distance and sprint a certain distance, which one will get you further before you get tired? Is that science anyone has done? Because intuitively, I would say walking would get you further. But I don't know if the game actually thinks that way. Getting into some trenchy stuff here. Going high up above the river. Wow, there's like a little canyon down there apparently. That's cool. And then where, we kind of want to cross, don't we? Oh, I wonder if this is gonna be like all high up and we can't cross up here. I might want to cross down there, but I want to cross over here, I think. Which one of these do I want? It's usually the most central one. It's gonna be like, I guess this? Could also be that. Could also be that. We could also potentially find a tower that has access to the underground and just get to the fortress itself through the underground. Maybe that's what we try. I'll try for like this tower over here. The most central one we can find. Yeah, look at this canyon. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, we have found a tower. Can I... Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, and it goes down. Okay, I'm gonna check up first. Nope. No one home. So we're gonna go down. Cool. Okay, we're here. I'm gonna drop a save. Here's where things get hairy, right? Now we have the potential to get lost. I guess I'm gonna keep going north or west in general. So I'm gonna guess that that's kind of where the center is. But ideally, we will kill everyone that we see here. Gluttony and exertion. That definitely sums it up today. Cool. There's no way we're going to be able to explore every single door, right? A lot of these are going to be little bedrooms. Or just weirdly shaped rooms. Is this a hallway or I guess this is, no, this is a room. That's a weirdly shaped room. I do hear stuff up north. So I think we're gonna continue that way. Yeah, those are probably rooms. Let's go. Nope. Of course, they made a little maze for us. Goodness. Maybe we want these stairs. Or there's a stair. There's a door here. No, that's what I was expecting. Oh, but there. Excellent. Okay. Hey, look, it's a troll. Hello, round chin troll. Are you? You're not in combat with me. Hello. Greetings. My name is Mosier. And now it's attacking us. Okay. Perfect. Does not respond. Just goes into no quarter immediately. Takes one hit to the head. Cool. That's just a little room. And then here's a big room. Okay. These usually have some amount of activity, right? How do I get down? Here we go. Or no, that was... Yeah, okay. Yeah. Too bad we can't see in the dark. We should bring like a... We should have brought like a seeing eye kobold. What's in your chest here? You got a loincloth? You got loincloths. I don't imagine there's gonna be just a random water skin in here for us. That'd be convenient though. Yep. Just a bunch loincloths and pants. That's all that they have here. Yep. I'm not gonna steal the goblin pants. Jeez. It's clearly like their clothing storage. The loincloth room. Oh, look, a dragon! A stray dragon. May I claim? Yes, I may. So that's just a thing you can do. That's my dragon now. What's worse than the legendary polar bear man with adamantine armor and a divine metal axe? Give him a dragon. Come on, Bat. Come on. Come on. Okay, well, if you're just gonna run from me. Hey, look, another dragon. And a troll. Raspy voice troll clerk. Hello. And then you are hostile. Roar, yeah. Claim the stray. Why not? Oh, I see some stuff down here. Okay, so then you're gonna wrestle the dragon. You're up in the air? How? Okay, hold on. Troll clerk gores the frail dragon in the leg, bruising the scale. Dragon claws the troll in the eye, tearing apart the eyelid's skin. Force twist the head. Troll misses the cave dragon. Cave dragon throws the troll by the tongue with the cave dragon's leg. So the dragon, yeah, frail cave dragon grabs the troll by the tongue from behind. Sure. I'm just gonna let this troll hit the ground. No, not the cave dragon. I want to combat the troll. No? Okay. Are you up in the air again? What on earth? Dragon claws in the leg. Troll slams into the dragon. Yeah. No, it says you're on the ground. I don't know. Yeah, no, they just killed it. The dragons just took care of the troll all on their own. Claim. I'm gonna say that this is a trick that we learned from the kobolds. Because realistically, our polar bear person hasn't actually seen the dragons before, aside from that one we were ambushed by. So here's a blind cave ogre. It says we're not actually in combat with you. I'm gonna start a conversation, and then we are now in combat with you. Claim that dragon as well. And then the dragons are gonna pounce. Oh dear. These dragons are very loyal to me now. Interesting. Okay. Combat. Yep. Yeah, I'm not gonna say hi anymore. None of them respond, and they just become hostile as soon as I say hi. Combat blind cave ogre. Wow, okay, so that lodged firmly in the wound. So I'm just gonna do a normal attack to regain it, and then strike, head, hack. There we go. That one took 2 hits to the head, because blind cave ogres are terrifying. Wow. There's gonna be several in here. Okay. This is what we're here for. And then that lodged in the wound. I'll reclaim it. I will hack in the head a second time, and then you moved away. Oh dear, that's not allowed. And then you're running? You seem to be running. I wonder if neck would be better for these. Oh, there you go. Yeah, that took off the head very cleanly. I wonder if the big things need the neck. Well, that one didn't die. But that's fine. Like if I view you now, heavy bleeding. Yeah. Bad things have happened. Neck is cut open, neck is gouting blood. And I don't think I've seen that specific phrase before. Hand is dripping blood, upper lip is mangled, upper lip is dripping blood, spine is fractured, upper spine is running with blood. Cool. Attacking the cave dragon with wrestling. You get off my dragon! We met 20 seconds ago and he's my best friend. There we go. Neck. Hack. Perfect. One swipe, one kill. I love all my dragons just running interference for me here. There we go. Okay. I'm pretty satisfied with this so far. I think the trolls we can get with just a direct headshot. Claim the dragon. No, not combat the dragon. I want to combat the troll. There you go. There's your combat. Hack to the neck, falls over. Sounds good. Posted fic, excellent. Head hack. Nope, knocked unconscious. Okay, well that's good. That's a good start. Troll animal dissector. Sure. The cave dragon latches on firmly. That's just a great sentence. That's just a very pleasing sentence. So we hit that one real good, but did not kill it. These blind cave ogres actually take a couple hits to kill. Dang. Oh, and you moved out of range that time. Okay. Because this one's unconscious. So yeah, that seems pretty straightforward. The cave dragon latches on firmly. Firmly grasp it. I will have to check this out. Right, so ally, or no, you're a stray. This one is not part of my entourage yet. Now it is. I'm gonna not get too many dragons because it can just take more time for them to all take their actions. And we don't appear to be in too much danger. What if I do like a heavy hack? There we go. If I put my weight into it, I can get him in one hit. Actually put some muscle into it. Neck, heavy hack. Okay, cool. That's how we're doing it. Wow, this is the pile of corpses. Head hack. It is still interesting that they don't all become lethal at me immediately. I'd almost expect, because like they can see me, right? They can all see in the dark, I'm pretty sure. Oh, claim, sure, why not? So it is interesting that they're like moving around in here and seeing me attack, but not all becoming hostile toward me at the same time, which is kind of what I would expect. Combat. Neck, heavy, hack. Perfect. Flawless. Jeez, there is quite a bit of activity in here. So if I say C V A. Okay, I'm trying to learn like the buttons for this so I can do it faster. A C V A. Excellent. Press ACVA to auto-decapitate. Okay, I like that. I'm gonna start doing that. And if you wonder what I'm doing a heavy attack to the neck. ACVA. Yeah, that's gonna be what happens here. Right, yeah, or that's neck, yeah, heavy attack to the neck. Seems to work. Claim the dragon. Wow. I like that I can do that with one hand. The dragon is wrestling. The obese troll falls over. See, you are in combat because my dragon started combat with you. There we go. I wonder if heavy attacks will tire you out faster than otherwise? Does anyone know that? Like, what's the best way to, like, for a normal mortal martial character, what's the best way to conserve your energy in, like, a goblin pit? That's what I would like to know. There's combat happening somewhere. Our dragons are just out there doing stuff for us. Oh, you walked away? That's not allowed. Yeah, they're all just doing stuff. Sure. Strike in the body with our pommel. Why did that... Okay, why was that different? Combat? Strange. Okay. It worked that time. Best way to save energy on a goblin pit, flood it. That's fair. That's probably fair. But you can't do like fort stuff in someone else's site like that without hacking. That would be kind of cool. I think it'd be fun. Maybe it'll be possible in the future. But like you'd be playing in fort mode, but there would be like a goblin fortress in the world, and then you embark like right next to it or right under it, or like even in the site as like a covert group. And your goal isn't to make a fortress, it's to like covertly destroy an existing fortress. So you're like embedded sappers. So you do something like that, right? You're just a team of 7 dwarves. Your goal is to build a pump stack from the depths of the world, pump some magma up, and then like flood their tower. What if that was like the goal for a fortress? Siege mode? Yeah. Yeah, why not? Like, you wouldn't get caravans, right? You wouldn't be getting diplomatic things. Whoops, I pressed caps lock? What happened? Oh, you moved away. But you have like all of the fortress tools available to you, but your goals would be really different. There's that one. Jeez. Like, whether... Like, if we were able to be, like, spies and be really surreptitious, I feel like there's some shenanigans you could get up to in someone else's fortress or someone else's town. Maybe you have, maybe you have like a goblin defector on your team. So and then they can like take the identity of someone associated with the goblin site and then like intercept their trade caravan or however goblins do it. I don't think goblins actually send caravans to each other, but like pose someone in your party as a diplomatic official of the site that you're attacking and like have diplomatic relations on their behalf, but in a way that sabotages the site. I don't know what you would actually do there, but that would be funny. Like, yeah, no, we don't need you to bring any food. We're all good. Oh, sure, we'll export all of our axes next year. Just another one standing right there. Okay. Burn down elvish tree cities. that seems too easy. But yeah, like you or even like a human town, right? Or like a competing dwarven nation. And you just like flood their fortress. You just conveniently open a floodgate that should not have been opened. And the entire fortress floods. And they're like, oh, dang. Another fortress succumbs to poor water planning. And they don't even realize that they were attacked. So you don't have like a diplomatic fallout. It's just, oh, that fortress is flooded now. Dang. There's clearly fighting going on down here. I'm just gonna follow my dragons since they can see in the dark, right? These are my seeing eye dragons. Well, that's a dead ogre that we had nothing to do with. I did not kill this one. That's exciting. I'm just gonna follow this trail of blood. Assume there's someone on the other end. Yeah, here we go. Is that one? No, that's just another stray. Jeez, where are they even coming? Oh, there's like a hallway there. I'll come back. Whatever. Hi. There we go. Easy enough. Okay, where are we in relation to the middle? We're pretty close to the center of the site. I think going west is gonna get us closer to the middle. We were over here. I want to find their actual tower structure before we run out of energy. Combat? And then combat? Oh, you moved? Jerk. I'm getting my buttons slightly wrong sometimes. Okay, and then you are just a stray cave dragon? Okay, sure. I'll just leave some of these alone. We don't need every cave dragon. Okay, there's one. You're my friend? You're my friend. You're just following me? Jeez. New army of cave dragons? Yes. I mean, and then we're just gonna bring these back to leopard bins, so that actually works out very nicely. I do believe there are some cave dragons at leopard bins, but they were all quite young when we left. Of course, now they're gonna be like 50 years old. But these are probably even older than that. These bone crowns. Cave ogre bone crown, troglodyte bone crown. I'm gonna stick to the walls here. Seems like a thing. You hear grinding. Oh, aha, we found it. Okay. We've found the structure. And we are not even tired yet. And we have 11 pets. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna save real quick. We've made it to the tower. We're in good shape. My goodness. Now I want to say, I can't remember if we've been in this fortress before in a different adventure. I know that the other two fortresses we have, and we attempted to go down the tower itself, right? The big circular structure that's in the middle of these things. We tried going down, and all of the ones that we've tried, whether we've tried this one or not, did not go like all the way. They something about the landscape can get funky, so that they don't actually go all the way to the subterranean area. And none of them had like a demon in them. So I'm kind of wondering if we can actually find one this time, which would be lovely. I would love to actually fight a demon with a ridiculous character like this. But if not, we're just gonna kill a bunch of people, I guess. I'm also assuming all these locked ones are just gonna be like these little bedrooms. Yeah. Little locked bedrooms. Our dragons smell something, I think. And we can hear stuff all over the place. Or can we go in here? There's clearly activity because the game is responding slower. This is just a little room, isn't it? Isn't it? Okay. Are we getting two musics? I think this song is weird in some way, that sometimes it makes me feel like it's two songs playing at once, but then also we've had two songs playing at once at other times. And I have it quiet enough that I can't quite tell, so if that happens, let me know and I can fix it. Cave dragon charges the dragon from behind. Okay. Are dragons fighting dragons now? No, those are just my allies. Okay. I'm gonna claim this one. It does sound, there's a little too much going on with the music, isn't there? It seems to be happening in adventure mode when we save back to the menu. Jeez, okay. Is this just a bedroom? No, this is a hallway. Okay. We were hearing a bunch of activity all the other way, though. Ooh, look, weapons! Something other than bedroom. Yeah, I hear stuff, but they keep walking away from us. Jeez. Oh, there's a down, and now we're hungry. Okay, so I'm gonna immediately, like, drink our water, eat our food, so we can stay on top of that. Yeah, we're starting to feel full, because we couldn't even wait in here. We couldn't even pass time. I'm gonna drop another save, and I'm gonna quit the game and load it again so that we're not doing weird music things. Yeah, it's definitely playing two songs at once now. It seems like when you quit adventure mode, it doesn't stop the song that's playing. For whatever reason. At least that's been my experience. Okay, let's just stop the madness. Okay. Also gonna run to the restroom real quick while I'm at it, but I'll get this loaded back up. Okay, be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Okay. Taking some painkillers. Hopefully that will help. And we're gonna go down a stairwell. Oh look! It's the tower! We just found it. Okay. It's a long walk, so might as well do it now. Because we might just get tired on the way down. Am I allowed to rest in here? No, I am not. What's the issue? The issue is that I went dancing. There was a convention this weekend. And there was a dance, and I wanted to dance with a friend, and it was We did so, and it was great. My body just regrets it afterwards. And even then, like, love dancing. I love dancing. I don't get, I haven't done it much in the past, and I don't get many opportunities. So that was kind of why I did it. Because it's always something that intrigues me, and I don't get a chance to do it very often. We just heard grinding. I don't know if a door just opened. There's a stair down there. And we have all of our dragons. But the dance was on Saturday night. So it's already been a little bit. And like I was sore on Sunday. I woke up Sunday almost feeling like I had a hangover despite having had no drink the night before at all. Woke up with a headache and all of my muscles were sore. And like my neck was sore, my shoulders were sore, my legs were sore. All the usual things, right? All the things that I would expect for going a little too hard on my body. But then, and it wasn't too bad, right? But then just today, just like an hour before stream, I was making lunch. And there were some leftovers in the fridge that needed to be tossed. So I tossed some leftovers, and I was like trying to dump the Tupperwares into the trash, and one of them was kind of sticky. So I just wanted to like, you know, you move it real fast and then stop it real fast to try and get like the thing to like just sludge itself out. And just something about even just like tightening my core in to make that movement just tweaked my back in a way that I have not really experienced for something so small. So yeah, it's like a mixture of just already being sore, all of my muscles already being worked out, and then making a weird movement and my back is like, no, screw you. The back betrayal, yeah, my body can betray me quite a bit sometimes. There's a stair. So yeah, just I ate my lunch and then I crawled into bed with an ice pack for a little while and got ambushed by cats. And made it a little bit better, but just like the act of like sitting down and standing up is kind of painful right now. Even just sitting here, I can definitely feel it. Go down this way? Okay. Or here? Here. Not enough dance opportunities, it's true, I agree. I need to, like, actually... I guess I should keep up with it. The problem is probably mostly that I've been very sedentary the last several months. Like, even more so than usual. Like, last year I was pretty good about, you know, working from home and streaming and such, but then going for a walk on a regular basis. But in the last year, it's been hard. I've been really frustrated. And I guess there's nothing here. So I haven't even been doing that. I've been really slacking on all of the physical activity. So then to immediately just go out and and dance. I don't know. It should have been. I should have expected it. I felt fine at the time. I kind of thought that my body would let me know when I was going too far, but it didn't. It just waited until the next day to be like, you went too far. Interesting. Interesting. If we don't find anything useful down here, I'm not gonna bother walking back up. I might just reload. Just because that's a bunch of energy that we don't need to use if it's not gonna give us anywhere. Time to slow roll your ab development. I need my abs to develop a bit more. I've been better about like just keeping my core engaged when I'm like moving around. One of the things that I learned from PT is that I just need to have my core on at all times. And I've gotten a little bit better, but not that good. Jeez Louise. Just need to exercise full stop. Yeah, that too. Like I have a hard time like I'm not gonna go to a gym, right? I don't want to go to a gym to work out. So I need to find things I can do outside of that context that keep me active, which is why I like going for walks. Just going to a convention and walking around, like that's not so bad. Just need to do it more often. Walks, maybe some runs, stretches are what I don't do. Fair. I was trying to run for a little bit. Oh. Ooh. Ooh, well there are some people down here. There is a something. We'll see if we get lucky on what we find. Yeah, are we gonna find something scary down here? I'd love to find something scary. There's multiple blind cave ogres just on this tile here. Or there was, at least. A couple more dragons. Imagine if we actually had to fight the dragon. Someday they'll have this working properly and we'll have to fight the dragons. And not just have them help us. Headed out, raid, call in 30, have a good night. Okay, sounds good. Thanks for coming by. I'm gonna kill some ogres. Until there's no more ogres. It's gonna take a while. Jack and friends are good. It's true. It's a little it's weird to talk about immersion, I guess, in a game like this, but it is a little immersion breaking. Like I kind of want it to be the challenge that it should be, right? Like it should be you walk into a goblin fortress and everyone takes a look at you and go, you don't belong here, and then everyone just is immediately hostile. It would be a nightmare. It'd be really hard to deal with, but I think it should be. There's more stuff down there. Are we tired yet? We're not tired yet. We could do this all day, apparently. Hear distant grinding, and then there's stairs. Okay, there's more here than there was the other times we've gone down these. Or no, I don't want to fight the dragon. Claim the dragon. There we go. Claim. It is cunning. Yeah, it's true. I mean, it would be interesting if it like were related to a skill of some kind. Oh, this is interesting. It's gonna go. Interesting. Like maybe it's a skill, like you have like an animal training or animal handling skill that allows you to do something like that. It's a little odd that just a random polar bear can walk in and be like, those are mine now. See, now here's the end. Should be animal handling? Yeah, I agree. Something about, I've read about this a little bit, but something about the terrain generation with these tower sites means they don't always work. Like there should be a way to get down further. Claim, claim. Since we made it down here and killed some things, I'm gonna save. I might also do a day of hack reveal to see if there's just something out of reach that we can't get to. It's like, strange. But I want there to be a thematic reason for it, I guess. That's my thing. So here's where we came down. So yeah, I'm just gonna do... reveal. Yeah. Eerie glowing pit. How do I get... Interesting. It goes down, or is that up? No, that's up. So that's where we came from. I was under the impression that there should be a way to get into the pits. Can I like... That's just Gabbro. What if... Let's try this. All my dragons. I wonder if we can just like... I'm curious. This is science. This might not be something that we keep. But I'm curious what happens if I just like hack myself over there. Because if we could find like a demon king, that would be kind of cool. We haven't actually been able to fight one before. So, what if we pretend that this wall isn't here? Like, there's a way to, I can change what a tile is, right? Interactively shape the map. Ghoul for placing, modifying tiles and tile properties. There is no undo support. Yes, we have a save game, that's fine. I just want... replace, fill, remove. What if I remove that tile? Yeah. Can I walk into here? Not really. Doesn't want me to go in. Is this also wall? Because that's open space. How does this work? How do glowing pits work? What if I do like that? So now it's open space. How far down does this go? Aside from all the way. Like, shouldn't there be like a throne or a demon or something down here? Or is that just not a thing? Maybe it didn't reveal properly because I did it in a hacky way. I can also just like teleport myself somewhere. I'm curious about, like, there's all this rock as well. There's a bunch of normal rock down here. Interesting that the Slade goes down several levels. Several levels. Okay, well we're sciencing, right? I don't have much experience with the deep underground, even in fort mode. I just like, what does that do? No, I'm just out here. You have fallen into a deep chasm. Is that bad? Is that bad? I don't think I'm supposed to do that. Okay, well. Yeah, we're just gonna reload. Now there's two songs going again? Is that the case? Yeah. I could retire at this location? What would that do? What would that do? That's interesting. I guess we're gonna go back up. One of these days I'll fight a demon. I guess we never like went to like a real vault, right? The vaults can have like angels and stuff. Save and find out. That's what we just did. It was just like, you fell. I don't know what we would do. So I was kind of under the impression that there would just be like another room out here that like just doesn't have a hallway connected to it. But I'm not seeing any other structures down here. Even when you use DF hack to reveal it. So I don't know. I think it's just bugs. I think there's supposed to be more down here. Well, we can go up to the top of the tower, right? So there's this thing which goes down, and then above it will be like a more traditional tower that goes up above the surface. And sometimes you can find like a goblin overlord there. So we'll go check that out. I'm picturing the goblins climbing over that structure suspended above the pit, using their adhesive spit to attach and build downwards to that which calls to them. That's true. I think canonically the way these towers work is like this structure is how in world generation a demon forced their way to the surface of the world. This is how they got up. And that's how and then they like founded the goblin civilization. So every goblin capital will have one of these. Because that's how a scary thing came up from the subterranean space down there. Back in world generation. Though clearly they don't have to actually be connected. But I think that's a map glitch, is my understanding. Now you are the scary thing coming up. It's true. It's very, very true. And my dragons. These dragons I have claimed for myself. Did they spawn the goblins, or were the goblins just rabble before their leadership? I don't know. I get the impression that the demons organized the goblins, so maybe the goblins already existed. But I don't know that for sure. The fact that there's like, you know, multiple civilizations of goblins, I don't think 3 demons created 3 different groups of goblins, because all the goblins are the same, right? I want to say that the goblins existed beforehand. Well, I don't know. That's one of those things that isn't ever really explained in game, right? That's just stuff that we kind of infer. Stuff we read off the wiki. My goodness. It'd be fun to do this as a flying character and just not care about it at all. But that's why the goblins are considered like inherently evil, is because they're ruled or guided or created or whatever by demons. But also goblins can be like friendly sometimes. Jeez Louise. I'm really curious to see how all of this changes when they get around to the point of like map rewrite. I know one of the big things that Toady wants to do is kind of redo how map structures in general work, and like how subterranean logic works. So I'm curious what happens to these kinds of sites when that happens. I like to think they're like regular kobolds, small, unassuming, and mischievous, but easy to bully and press into service. That's kind of my impression too. They're confident when they're in groups, so they make big groups, and then do nasty things when they're in big groups. But when it's just like a goblin, you can just be a friend with a goblin. You just can't be a friend with 30 goblins. Look at my dragons! Oh, hey, look, are you my friend? Nope, you're just also here. Come on to say hi to your friends. Okay. You can go, I guess. This way. You can get friends with 30 goblins if you're much stronger than them, yeah. Yeah, Moser could probably make friends with 30 goblins. Your average dwarf could not. Up. Hooray! Okay, I'm gonna save again. Just because that's annoying. Don't want to have to do that again. But like even all that, I know off of the wiki, I'm pretty sure. Where's... No, not that. Goblin... Search for goblin. Intelligent, evil, aggressive humanoid creatures that live in dark pits. Are the main opponent of fortress mode. They often establish settlements in dark fortresses with regions touched by evil, though it may be hard for some to imagine that goblins are capable of building those obsidian monoliths. They quickly become a threat to a great majority of fortresses, except some island or mountain forts. Goblins will start harassing a fortress early in its life with... just get this loaded real quick. And later sieges. Baby snatchers, soldiers, blah blah blah. Goblins are immortal beings, dying only to violence and disease. For spoiler reasons, they never need to eat or drink, despite being carnivorous. Graphically, goblins appear with different shades of green skin. I mean, let's look at Dark Fortress. Sites created by goblin civilizations. They, along with dark pits, take the form of simple towers surrounded by sprawling networks of trenches. Most of the population is found at the top of the towers. The towers also have downward stairs, which lead to the underground parts of the fortress consisting of so-called pits, not to be confused with dark pits, which is the name of the other sites that they make. These pits come in two variants: living pits consisting of corridors and small rooms, and work pits consisting of large halls which may contain trolls, goods, and goblin skeletons. Supposedly, the living pits are used as dwellings, while the work pits are used as industrial areas and burial grounds. So I guess that's like... I think they're talking about like these areas, like these big areas are the work pits. And then like all their little bedrooms. I can see our memory back here. Where was... There were some rooms like these. I think these are the living pits. The main difference between dark fortresses and dark pits is the presence of a fortress structure in the middle of the site, which is where we're at now. Dark fortresses tend to be more developed and populated sites than dark pits, leading to more trenches, watchtowers, and more interconnections. Dark fortresses may also be built around a certain structure of foreign origin. Right, yeah, Underworld Spire. Here's what we want. The central fortress structure contains a throne room at the top, fused maze-like floors leading to the throne, the ground floor, and 2 to 4 plus subterranean maze-like prison floors. It may contain children who were snatched. Okay, so if they take children, they'll be in like these must be prison cells. I assume these were bedrooms. These must all be prison cells. It has been observed that prisoners who find themselves outside their cell will path back to it on their own volition. Often some of the up-down stairs between prison floors are hidden under switches. Yeah, we've seen that. Blah, blah, blah. And then spoilers. The initial Dark Fortresses have an underworld spire below them, connecting the tower to the underworld itself. These fortresses were created in a time before time and are constructed out of slate instead of common stone type. A huge open circular stairway makes up most of the spire. The stairway is generally split into 2 or 3 multi-level floors or more. That we just had like 5. Sometimes up to 6 or 7. Yeah, geez. Sometimes these glitch open to the caverns or magma sea. Below the stairway are the underworld entry levels. If there is an underworld gate, it will be there. Okay, so we just haven't seen a gate. Sometimes it is glitched into a wall of slate. After the underworld gate come the very lowest series of rooms which eventually open up directly to the underworld. Yeah, but like that I've never seen. I've just never seen a gate. Interesting. So no, I don't know why. I just want to fight a demon. Demons will create these sites as a bridge between the mortal world and the underworld and rule from their spire, then perform a special ritual with a deity to establish a permanent presence in the world. Underworld spires are very often serve as the center of dark fortresses. Right. Going upwards will lead to a throne room, which houses a demon or goblin master. Okay, so maybe the demon is at the top. Traversing downwards will uncover several levels along tunnels. Below, past the prisons, are incredibly deep, enormous circular open halls, winding stairways and ramps, often at least 100 levels. The very end will be a strange purple staircase named an underworld gate. So I've never seen that. I've never seen an underworld gate. Beyond the portal are the lowest series of rooms, which eventually open directly into the underworld, where there will be demons waiting to have fun. Yeah, so we just don't see the gates. Oh well, let's find the top then. If that is what we're doing. I imagine, so we came in down here. This was the start of the Slade stuff. I imagine we just need to find a stairwell. I guess it could be anywhere. So we're just gonna explore. Yeah, these are all just little prison cells. Oh dear. Trying to wade through the dragons is a bit much. Excuse me, pardon me. Assuming those are prisons. I do hear movement back here. On the other side of that wall. Because of course, and then of course. So that's fine, and then this is also just going to be a weird room. Yep. So then I guess we're just looking. That's just another random dragon. Oh look, stairs up. That's a good sign. We're gonna take the stairs up. And now it's a room like this with some gear and such. Cool, hooray. Okay. Jeez, it's just gonna be a bunch of little prison cells. Sure, whatever. Something here? Maybe? Probably not. Just a big, well, man, it just keeps going. Why? Why do you make rooms like this? Goblin architecture. The goblins take after Bloody Stupid Johnson, is my theory. This is gonna be everything on this level? Eight. Out of my way. Cave dragons are like cats, where like if you're trying to walk somewhere, they'll walk like under your feet and trip you up. Hey, look, a troll. I haven't hit anything in a while. Oh, you moved away. That's not fair. You running? You running from me? All the dragons are like, whoa, wait up. Are the dragons chasing? I'm gonna let the dragons go by if that's what they're doing. Yeah, they're gonna fight the... Sure, you all have fun. Yeah, wow, they got it. I'm gonna go this way. I think I'm just looking for a stairwell, but it could also be anywhere. Oh my goodness. Okay. Is this a dead end? Nope. I feel like I'm seeing more movement through the walls than I'm actually finding people that could be responsible for. I guess there are just dragons walking around. Maybe we're just hearing the dragons walk around. There's a stair. Hey, I found it. Is there anything here? Nope. Okay. Hello, OMG, this is awesome. I like you all. You play so way like I want. Welcome in. This is a ridiculous one. Oh, this is a big room. This is a this is a game. This is a game that you can play, and you can play it this way. Oh dear. Every once in a while, I just take a look at the screen and realize what we're doing, and it just makes me laugh all over again. Like going through the game, yeah. Exploring these sites is really cool. Even the pets. These are recent pets. We found these dragons here and said, you're mine now. And they were like, okay. I've also been decapitating trolls. These giant rooms, I think, mean that we're close to ground level, if not at ground level. More locked doors. Been making a capital for the Dwarf King and Queen. Excellent. That's where we just came from. We're playing a mod that puts playable kobolds in our game. So we've been playing as a kobold civilization, and our most recent fortress became the capital, became a mountain home even. And the king moved there, and the king lived a long and happy, prosperous life, and then died of old age. And because I wanted to see a king die of old age, and it happened. And now the king is somewhere else. But we made a very lovely capital, I will say. Down on a glacier sheet. I assume there's a door. Yeah, okay, here's a door. Yeah, let's go this way. All the locked doors are going to be the prison cells. Here we go. Sure wish I could see in the dark. Oh, there's a hatch. Well, that's not necessarily what I was expecting to find. Is that... I guess it could be going down this way. We came up from there. And then this is a floor we've been on, but a different spot. Interesting. Okay. I think we want to find a different stair up. Maybe? Excuse me, pardon me. Right, these are just gonna be silly little prison cells with no one in them. Goodness gracious. These places are ridiculous. Does this just loop back up? This just loops all the way back up. Hello, troll. Goodbye, troll. Another big room. And a stairwell. Okay, perfect. Actually, that's kind of what we want. So that puts us over here. Anyone wants a crappy little weapon? Have at it. Oh, here we go. Here's an ogre. There was an ogre. Gonna make sure there's not another door over here, which there is not. And here's a stair up, hiding under a lever. So that's cool. Hey, okay. I think we're getting closer. We're finding more stuff at least. Oh. There we go. And then we get you. They do look so much scarier now. I think our combat prowess is making them not look as good as they are, not look as strong as they are. We're just an insane character. Oh, come back. No, not the dragon. I want to combat the blind cave ogre. There you go. There's a bunch of blood here. Did someone run off? Yeah, okay. I think you would run off. Oh dear. There's one. Here's the other. Oh, and then this is the edge. Right, this is back out. Well, clearly there's more stuff to fight out here, but I want to find the top. Sure. Now I'll muscle my way back through all the dragons. Oh, there was an ogre in there somewhere. Yeah, there's one right here. Combat the blind cave ogre. Decapitate the blind cave ogre. Perfect. Oh, and then just trolls. Just some trolls. The chubby wood burner. I'll come back. Actually, where are you going to run? You can show me where to go. I'm just going to follow the blood. Or you're just going to stop right there? Or no, that might be of a different one. Yep, there's a bunch of blood. And there's clearly a cave dragon in here fighting that troll. That's funny. Wow, it couldn't even get away from a dragon. Now they're just all over here wrestling. Oh dear. Oh, that poor troll. Not that I actually feel bad for it. There we go. And then just more stuff. I'm not going to claim more dragons at this point. We have probably too many. Oh, hi. It would also be fun to be... Like, I want there to be more... I want there to be a more explicit reason to come into these sites like this. Which I'm sure we'll get at some point. But it would be cool to have... Like, maybe there's some really special artifact the goblins have that give them some amount of power, or something associated with a demon sorcerer, or all the fun new magic stuff we're gonna get. So what if you had like a reason to actually sneak through all of this? Like, you're just an individual kobold, like a stealthy-minded dwarf, and your goal is to sneak into a dark goblin fortress, steal an artifact, and get out. And doing so, like, appreciably takes some amount of power away from the goblins. Because then that would make this terrifying. You're just a single character who is not really equipped to fight a single blind cave ogre, and you're just sneaking through all of these narrow passageways, and you can open a door, and at any moment there could just be a blind cave ogre right on the other side of the door. That would make for some terrifying gameplay. But if you could do it, then like you actually get something tangible out of it. Because you can kind of do that with the necromancer towers, but and we did, but you can steal their slab, but that doesn't really remove any of their power. It gives you something nice, but it doesn't make the existing necromancers less powerful. Wood enough. Trying to reveal a bunch of these without getting too bogged down here. Jeez. These goblins were ambitious. They thought they were going to have a lot more prisoners. Oh, is this a hallway? That's probably a room. Aha. Okay. That's just that. Okay. Goodness gracious. Oh, look, a stair. Okay. Actually, that's good. That's what we want. Go up. My goodness. My goodness. This fortress is just ridiculous. Here's a door. I'm gonna reveal the rest of this room just to make sure. I think we're getting closer. I don't know if we're on the surface yet. Kind of feel like we're still underground. Dodge and weave through the dragons. Okay. Okay, that's the way forward. Oh, come on. Crawl out of the way, then stand up. It's just gonna go all the way back down. Cool. I hear nearby grinding, whatever that means. Just a random pillar. Okay, that's fine. There's a door. Just the one. We'll get there eventually. Are we tired yet? No, we're not. Wow. Okay. Maybe we have enough stamina to stay in here a bit. I'm still not gonna dawdle too much, though. Stupid dragons. Trying to walk here. Let me through. Okay. Now, there's that door. Okay. More jail cells. Oh my goodness. Hey, look, stairs. Okay. We're still on the right track. But holy cow. I'm gonna drop another save real quick. Sleep is taking me. Okay, sounds good. Have a lovely rest of the weeks. Yeah, you too. I will see you Thursday. We are likely still going to be adventuring by then. We might still be in this fortress even. So yeah, come by Thursday for more Dwarf Fortress. I hope you have a good rest of your week. Thank you for coming by. Yeah, we get like menu music when we go back to the menu. This is so weird. I'm just... Did I click the right button? I think I might have missed. Oh, now there it goes. Okay. Just reset it all. Whatever. I like that. I like that emote. Okay. Continuing onward. Goodness gracious. It seems like the dragons can just open the locked doors, which is interesting. Or what if you played a, what if you played a person who was kidnapped? and you, like Skyrim style, the first thing you do is break out of jail. Or not Skyrim, but like all those games end up start in a jail cell, right? Like, what if your adventure started and you had to break out of one of these sites and then go like find some dwarves to go hang out with, and then you go into fort mode from there? That'd be a cool thing. Adventure variants would be very fun. I agree. I know that they've talked a lot about like having goals for fortresses, but I don't know if like goals for adventure mode would be interesting as well. Like actual, like not even just like quests, but just like, yeah, starting scenarios. They store all their gear in such interesting ways. Is this a dead end? That's a dead end. We might be above ground at this point. This might be like the tower. Wow, something's moving fast. Goodbye. And this loops like almost all the way back to where we started. That's the stairwell where we came up on this level. That was just a big circle. Okay, another room. There's a stair up. That's a good sign. The floors do seem to get smaller as you go up. It's the underground ones that are so gigantic. Okay, up. We're going up. Is this a fancy room? Is this a throne room? No, not quite. Jeez. Okay. Another room with one door. Hello, dragon. Goodbye. Maybe that way? Hard to say at that point. There's just gonna be another... more of these. And a dead end. Okay. Now I'll just shove my way through all the dragons. My god. Resub, hooray! Subscribed at tier 1, 13 months. Hooray! Thank you. Wow, 13 months. I like being annoyed by that too. I will accept that every time. My goodness, this is breaking my brain. And I got it. Oh. It's like, you know how like you're in bed or on the couch and your cats are on your lap and you can't move? This is like that, except I'm a polar bear person and I have 12 dragons on top of me. Just like get knocked to the ground, and then the dragons all pile on top, and you're like, I live here now. I guess I didn't need to move. Okay, we have to be getting close. The fact that these are all large square things, I think means that we're above ground. But I don't say anything with too much confidence, I guess. Wow, okay. You know what this room should look like? A long, narrow rectangle, said every goblin ever. Hey, here's a stair. Okay. And then that ends. Perfect. Okay, and now what? More? I still hear movement. There's still clearly things happening here. Okay, a hallway. Hooray. It's interesting that the dragons are always going somewhere. Like the ogres will just be standing there, but the dragons all have some place to be. This is apparently a... Is this a hallway? Nope, it's just a really long dead end. Just a really stupid room. It is satisfying to see all this get revealed on the map, though. I like that they added the memory map. I feel a lot less lost in here than I would otherwise. Oh, hi. It's a troll. Goodbye, troll. I'm sure there's not a door up here, but I have to reveal it because otherwise I'm gonna realize that I need to go backtrack and not... I need to know where all the walls are so I know where the doors aren't. Goblins, you're nuts. Oh, goblins, you're nuts. Okay. Wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Just doing a complete circle around... This wasn't even big loop. This is like a spiral. Okay. These are all open for some reason. Don't know what that means. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, well, that's where we're going. And then a hatch down. Cool. Oh, but trolls. I don't know, maybe that's a good sign. And then this is gonna bring us back up at some point, right? Or is it just a single dead-end room? That would be cool too. Is there no door here? There's just no door here. That's cool. So now we're backtracking. Luckily, we revealed quite a bit of the map, so there's only so many places we can go. Okay. All right, and these are all just going to be little rooms. Yup. What if you could, like in fort mode, hire a spy, hire a goblin to go make you a map of a place? Like, hey, we'll give you like a trade caravan's worth of food if you can give me a detailed map of the Goblin Fortress. And then we would just have all of this like in our memory map when we got here. Right? Nothing there. I'm pretty sure this. For something at the store. Oh, did you get something good? Did you get some polar bears? We're still wandering around in here. I found a dead end. I am Polar Bear Man? I am Polar Bear Man. We trained a handful of polar bear men, polar bear people, I should say, at our glacier fortress. So this polar bear person has been defending our fort for many years. Has gotten quite good at it, which is why we're not really having any trouble here, combat-wise. Just chips and chocolate. Excellent. Just the essentials. Okay, we're gonna go down here. So clearly there's gonna be another way up, right? There's gonna be another way up. So this is up. So we're gonna have to come up through here. Maybe through here somewhere? Or in here? That's all I can think of. Did you take over a fort? No. For the glacier, we did not. We've also not taken over this yet. I intend to. I want to find... I'm trying to get to the top right now. To find whoever's up there. Oh. Do you actually go somewhere? Not really. Not really. Yeah, okay. So then what? I guess there's some doors over here and some over there. Um, but we did hack a little bit. We started a fortress on a glacier, and some wild polar bear people just showed up. They were just naturally occurring polar bear people, and they came by, and then they left, and we're like, okay, well, if they come by, then we're going to use DF hack to adopt them, and then they did. So we did. So they're not like technically supposed to be fortress dwellers. But we told them to be, and it all kind of worked out, I guess. They're also my favorite. I mean, I don't know, between like, you know, obviously I like the kobolds. Can't go wrong with the kobolds themselves. But also all the lizard people that we've made are also great. Oh, this is a dead end. There's nothing down here. All of our adventures have been great. I will say that. These are all just going to be little cells, right? We didn't like find the throne room and there just wasn't anyone in there, right? I don't think so. You'll usually find like a chair. There's usually a throne. Oh my goodness. Okay. There's only so many more places it can be. Right? We got everything on this floor. It's either going to be like up through here or up through here. It's not going to be through here. I mean, it could be like over here. I don't know. I don't know. Apparently, the only way the goblins know how to defend their sites is to make them really confusing. Imagine if the goblins defended their fortresses the same way dwarves did, with like walls and patrols and siege engines, and you had to fight your way through all that. Seeking out the throne room with the desperation of trying to find the only bathroom, yes. Opening every single door. Someone's in here. I think that only just goes a little further. Right? Right? Yeah, okay. I urgently need the throne room. Well, we didn't go this way before, I guess. But it is just gonna be a dead end. Once again. My goodness. Okay, back the way we came. We're just gonna map out this whole damn fortress. We had to be near the top, too. There couldn't have been that many more levels. Okay, so now we're going back around to here. Okay. Go this way. Is this also all... Is this just a dead end? It's all dead end. Oops, all dead end. And those are just gonna be jail cells. I'm not gonna bother... Gonna bother with these. Right? Yeah. It's like the dragons try to like open the doors after I've been through here. Don't know why. That seems to be what happens. Sniffing for treats? Yes. Yeah, all these doors are open now. I think they just like randomly bump each other into the door, and then the door opens for them for reasons. Yeah, that's just everything here. There's nothing hiding there. Only so many more places it can be. So here, this door down there. I assume these are these levers? Not really. Locks me nothing to a dragonborn true. Do you think they're just like, are they like inherently magical dragons where they just like open doors automatically, or are they just like busting these all off their hinges? Maybe like a true dragon has magic, and a cave dragon just busts everything down. They're just rude. Right, this is just gonna be a room. That's literally just that. And then that's nothing. That's nothing. Okay. I also assume that... if I walk past it, I'm gonna be mad. 99.5% sure that there's nothing there. And nothing! Okay. Excuse me, pardon me. Okay, so now the next thing we haven't seen is like all the way back up here. Also, I'm like really hungry all of a sudden. I don't usually get so hungry during streams. Well, that was a nice long dead end. Oh, hi, troll. We're seeing fewer trolls. No, you're fine. Goodbye. And then that's a weird shaped dead end. Oh, hi. You just happen to be on the same tile as me? Sure. Goodbye. Oh, now am I tired? Or no? No longer stunned. Okay. Interesting. Something must have hit me? Nothing's hit me. The dragon knocked me over. Got it. Got it. Dragon got a little over eager and knocked me over. Also, where are they all going now? You're all moving with intention now. Only person able to deal with the dragons like they're toothy horses. I mean, they do get quite large. I mean, how old are these? Their size depends on their age. 200 years old. So these are large dragons. These are not tiny. Down once again. Goodness gracious. Another dragon just wandering around. That's almost certainly a dead end. Eventually, yeah, geez. Oh, hi, troll. Oh, maybe this way? These are both going to be dead ends. Yeah, there's just like follows. Oh my goodness. Why? Why do you do this? Why are you this way? Oh my god. Another troll. Another one down. Goodness gracious. One of these has got to be an actual hallway, right? There's gotta be more. There's gotta be another stair up. Can't spend an entire stream in here and just not find anything. That's just a room. Gotta double check everything at this point. Right, that's just a room. Okay. I mean, there's a big room here. I wonder... I've been in there, right? Oh my god. Dragons, you guys. You're all very helpful, I know. Oh my gosh. Okay. Come on. Oh my god, you dragons. Okay, well yeah, we were in this room. What am I missing? Is this just a complete broken fortress? Oh, hi, ogre. Yep. Good talk. Mm-hmm. All these locked doors are just gonna be tiny little rooms. And then that's the outside, or not outside, but like the big cave. I don't think I want to go that way. And not bother with the locked doors. Hi. Nope. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. We can do this. We can do this. Just more locked doors. Is this where we came up? It's gotta be. Oh, I tried to go through that door and they forced me down the stairs. Got pushed down a flight of stairs by a dragon. And then that's just a room. Okay. And then that's everything on this floor, right? This is a back end to cave. And we've done all of that. Interesting. We've seen some screwiness in these fortresses, but not quite like that, I don't think. So where can I go from here? I mean, I have that direction, I guess. And then this is where we came up. Jeez. Where's my way through here? Or is this just its own little thing? Or over here, I see. Yeah, okay. That's how he came up. Or no, have we been here? We're going down. But I don't know if we've seen here. Well, we've been over here at least. So these are all gonna be jail cells. Maybe, but I doubt it. That's a different stair up? And we've been there. So now we found two different stairs up. And then that's down, and then that's up. But they connect to each other. They all connect to each other, but don't lead to the top. How the heck? How the heck does that work? I've lost track of myself. Here we are. Whatever. Only way to go is forward. I'd love to at least find a stairwell we haven't done. Hey, I didn't get knocked over that time. Okay, and then these are all, this is all jail cell. Hello. Another one. Oh, you moved. It's the only thing that defeats me. Them just taking a step back. Okay, that is a dead end. And we've been up there. Right? I've been up there. I don't think there's a door there. But I'm gonna be mad if there is. Or is this? That's the only way through. That's cool. So we had to go up and down. And that still wasn't even the correct way. He's dealt with giant polar bears. He's probably used to it, especially to the stray mauling when they're bored. True. I wonder what his arms taste like. Picture them less as noble dragons seeking prey and more a bundle of scales for its and with brains of frogs and dogs. Yeah. I do imagine them kind of dog-like. It's like really, really big dogs. Maybe there's another entrance that isn't connected here. It's gonna be in this structure, like this, the area with all of this, the Slade block. It's all gonna be one structure. But there's gonna be another stairwell somewhere. Sometimes you can access these from the surface. We came in from the underground because there was a river that was gonna be hard to navigate over the surface. So we basically went under the river. I mean, we still hear movement. I'm expecting there to just be another stairwell that leads to another series of these rooms that goes up. But the longer we go, the less confident I am in that. If I'm too dumb for this game, that's fair. Well, I'm glad you enjoy watching it. I don't think you're too dumb. There's a lot to know, but I think you could get it. Clearly, I am just farting around and not knowing what I'm doing, so anyone can do that. Okay, and then... Oh, hi, ogres. And then the third one. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna make sure that there's not just a random door over here. Oh, it's back out into the caves. Okay. So not a door, but back into the natural caves. So then I went over here. Stepping back is the only thing that can beat me. Early martial arts not having incorporated footwork into them yet. That's why they started inventing like spears and such. Like, aha! My knife can be over there now. Okay, this is all cool. Jeez. And then this will lead us back to here, which goes down again. We clearly went up really far. We clearly went up really, really far. And that's going to be Natural Cave. This is like where we first entered. This is where we first entered the Slate area. There's going to be another stairwell in here somewhere. And then that goes... That's down, down. So that's where we came. That's the big pillar. And this is where we're going down again. Yeah. And now we're hungry again. Speaking of hungry, I think it's time to feed my real self as well. I think we're going to call it here. Sorry this wasn't as eventful. I guess we did clear out a lot of ogres and such. But I was hoping we could find something scary to fight. I want to fight a demon. I want to fight like an actual scary demon as a scary character. And see how we hold up. Maybe we'll go find a lair on the way home or something. Definitely try again when the new update is out. That's probably smart. There's gonna be a lot of changes with this new stuff. As is my hunch. I was watching Blind's video about the recent Future of the Fortress post. Vault hunting? Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Vaults can be scary. Did that save properly? Did that work? Or was that a crash? What update? Well, the next update. Whatever's next. So you could go watch Blind's video about the recent Future of the Fortress, which is where Tarn like does a monthly Q&A essentially. But we're gonna get like wizards and stuff. Is what's coming up next. One of the things that he was talking about. Yeah. Okay. That's where we were. Yeah, we're fine. Okay. We're fine. We're fine. One of the things that he's mentioned in like a blog post, I think is what it was, but there's he's already changed how world gen works. One of the quirks about Dwarf Fortress world generation is that, like, you know, you start in year 0 and then you go we went forward 100 years. So our world was 100 years old when we started, right? But we have dragons that are 250 years old. So there's like some sort of prehistory that happens and then world generation starts, but that prehistory is just kind of like nothing really happens there. There's just creatures that are older than world generation. And already he's created like a separate prehistory section so that there's like civilizations that will rise and fall and people will die and things will happen before year 1. And then you have world generation for, you know, 100 years, 1,000 years, whatever you want to do. And then you have gameplay. So he's already introducing, yeah, more ruins, more things to explore, more things for living civilizations to interact with, more history, that kind of stuff. Like that's already, like, we're expecting that soon, right? Sometime in the next couple of months, this game is gonna get a significant update. I think we can be pretty confident about that. I think in the next month we're gonna see something significant. If that's gonna be like the whole thing, I don't know. I imagine it's gonna be stretched out over a couple significant patches, and then other like bug fix patches as well. I think once we get a lot of that stuff in here and have the game, you know, some bug patches and all of that working, I think that'll be a good time to start. I think I'm waiting for that before I start a new world as well. So yeah, I'm excited about that. Prehistory is going to be cool, and there is 100% chance there'll be crazy bugs. Yes, of course. Yeah, maybe give it a couple bug fix patches before you really dive into it. But this next batch of stuff that we're gonna get is gonna be really exciting. We're gonna get explosions. I have no idea what to expect with Dwarf Fortress explosions. All I know is it's gonna change everything about this game. Everything about this game is gonna change. We might not be ready. I don't think we're prepared for what's gonna happen. Gonna expectorate? Yeah. I mean, you can already spit. That's already possible. Anyway, my body is complaining. My stomach wants food. I think I need to log off here. I appreciate you all coming by with me. I appreciate everyone from the Trash Mac raid who hung around. I appreciate the rest of you. Very excited for Magic. I'm very excited for Magic. Today's episode is brought to you by a castle. We're in it. We're crashing it. We're lost, but we're crashing it. And by viewers like you, hanging out in the dorks down there, hanging out in VODs, hanging out in Discord, pushing buttons. That's the walls I am putting up around me right now. I am barricading myself into your button presses, and I appreciate you. I hope you have a good rest of your week. I hope you have a good rest of your night, and I hope you stay kind.